I firmly believe that the presentation that you're about to watch 5, 10, maybe even 20 years from now, you're gonna look back on and say it was one of the most pivotal moments of your entire life, okay? So let's rock it. I'm Nathan Aaron, and every year what I do is I handpick a few people to mentor, and I help those people build and scale their dream coaching business to $50,000 per month. So we do this while changing people's lives using a business model that requires you to work less than 20 hours per week. All right. So each person that I mentor, I work with them until they're making $50,000 per month. Notice I said until they're making $50,000 per month. Now they get access to me, my team, and we build out your entire business together. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever bought an online course or a 12-week program or joined a challenge and you didn't get the results? That's probably because they're not always that effective, right? In order to actually level up your business or your life or your financial reality, here's what you need to do. You need to work directly with someone who's already achieved what you want. Then that person has to directly help you until you achieve the result, right? And that's why I work with people until they're making $50,000 per month. I jokingly consider myself the Marie Kondo of business. I use the one method, which is my method, to help you remove 90% of your busy work and automate everything that doesn't spark joy in your life and in your business, okay? So by the end of this training, 4 things are gonna happen. Thing number 1, you'll never spend another minute looking for clients. Thing number 2 is you'll never work with anyone unless they're ready to pay you $5,000. The third is you'll only work with your dream clients who went through a rigorous process to work with you. And then fourth is you'll only work 16 to 20 hours per week, no matter how many clients you have. So I'm Nathan, I'm your cheerleader. I put on this nice outfit for you. I have a big heart. I love people. I've worked with Simon Cowell of American Idol, Paul Oakenfold, one of the biggest dance DJs, Adidas, CBS Sports, the Olympics, Nintendo, Ryder Trucks, Ray-Ban sunglasses, Snoop Dogg, Oakland A's, Lil Wayne, so on and so forth. I have a reality series about my life for entrepreneurs. It's called Chasing My Dreams. And for the last 4 years, I've spent 3 days per week in person with my mentor and client, Brendon Burchard. Here we are on his Instagram page. We hit #1 on iTunes multiple times. And I produce multiple #1 podcasts featuring Tony Robbins, Tim Ferriss, Jay Shetty, Damon John, Tom Bilyeu, Stephen Pressfield, Wayne Dyer, and Marie Forleo, and more. So I've been doing online marketing since 2009. My first client hit $1.4 million in 3 months. Some more recent clients, we have Krishanda. She's at $14,000 in her first 40 days. Sarah reached $10,000 per month. Shani hit $100,000 in 2 months. And Arsenio's at $80,000 in 2 months. All right, so let me first show you the wrong way or the common way that everyone else does it. And then I'm gonna contrast it with the right way, which is the one method. All right, let's look at the common wrong way. So notice there are 4 boxes at the top of the screen. This is gonna be your navigation so you can follow along. Step 1 of the wrong way is you go looking for clients. All right, so let me share why going and looking for clients is a bad idea. Tell me if you can relate to this. Tell me if you've made this mistake like I have. Here is your life. You have travel, family, friends, love, dating partner, health. You have exploring your hobbies and your passions, your bucket list, things you want to do before you die, your spirituality. And then on the right, you have your business. And you're like, wow, I'm going to create this amazing business. But then what happens? This is what happens. You get told that you have to post 3 times a day on Instagram, follow hashtags, join Facebook groups, start a TikTok, post daily on Twitter, upload weekly to YouTube, create spreadsheets, create an ebook, learn Facebook ads, run Instagram ads, YouTube ads, and build complex sales funnels, and start DMing potential clients and commenting on people's posts, cold outreach on LinkedIn, start blogging, learning SEO, doing an online course, DMing influencers and asking them to collab, trying to get booked at a digital event, going on podcasts, word of mouth, webinars, hiring a VA, paying agencies, cold calling, cold emailing, doing Facebook Messenger, building an online store, learning Zapier, learning WordPress, creating Trello and Slack, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Twilio, creating upsells and downsells, learning about ROI, ROAS, and LTV. Whew. I'm about to pass out. Look at all of this stuff that you are told that you have to do in order to create this supposed freedom business. This is too much stuff. It's weighing you down, all right? And then when you have your business, you turn around and look at your life. And what happens to your life? This happens. It falls into the abyss, right? So this is what the average calendar of an online business owner looks like. And you're just overworked and overwhelmed, and you're spending the majority of your time prospecting and marketing and no time actually helping the people that hire you. This is bad for you because you're taking on the work of a 20-person team and you're giving 100% of yourself to 10 different things, right? Everything you do gets 10%, so you're spreading yourself thin. That's not just bad for you though, it's bad for your clients because now you have no time for your clients and you begin neglecting them because you're spending all your time and energy on marketing, right? It's kind of like being in a relationship and they're out looking for another person. It doesn't quite make sense, right? So that was step one, don't go looking for clients. Step two of the wrong way is this. You invite them to a sales call disguised as a free coaching call and try to get them to hire you. The majority of people, when you're getting into coaching, what you do is you get a person on the phone, you tell them that there's a free coaching call and it's disguised as a sales call to try to get them to hire you. All right, now let me share why this is a bad idea and why it's gonna hurt you and your clients. So the wrong way looks like this. First of all, the thing we talked about, you're spending 80 to 90% of your life on prospecting and marketing. And then finally, when you get a person from doing all that stuff, you invite them to a sales call or a funnel. What's happening? Well, people aren't buying from you because they don't have enough rapport with you. You repeat yourself over and over and over because every new person needs to hear the same thing. You're trying to convince the people to hire you who have never heard of you. And then 95 people say no and 5 people say yes. And getting rejected 95 times out of 100 is no fun. It's going to burn you out. And I just don't want that for you, okay? So this is why the way we're taught to make sales is super inefficient. It's bad for you because you're trying to convince people who have never heard of you to hire you. Every call you're repeating yourself over and over and over, and 95 people say no, 5 people say yes, and it just burns you out and makes you feel crappy, right? So that's not only bad for you, but it's bad for your clients. Why? Because they're getting on a free coaching call, but in reality, it's a bait and switch trying to get them to hire you, and that starts the coaching relationship off on a bad foot with distrust, right? So step one of the wrong way is looking for clients. Step three is getting them on a sales call. And step three, the client pays you money and you charge them per hour or per month, and you charge them a low fee. Let me share why this is a bad way and how it's gonna hurt you and it's gonna hurt your client as well. Let's say that you hire a physical trainer to get you in shape. And they say, I'm gonna help you lose weight or get in shape, and I'm gonna charge you based on how long it takes me to help you. Right? If it takes me a really long time to help you, if I don't do that good of a job, you're going to pay me a lot of money. But if I'm really good, then you're going to pay me a little bit of money. It's so backwards, right? Another example is if you hired a marriage counselor and they say, hey, I'm going to help you repair your marriage and I'm going to charge you based on how long it takes to repair the marriage, right? Again, ass backwards doesn't make any sense. So it makes no sense to charge per hour or per month. People are paying you for a result, and they want that result quick. Also, it's bad to charge low prices. If you're charging low prices, honestly, this is a huge mistake that I see a lot of people do. Let's do some math. Let's say that you charge $500 a month. You need 100 clients. That's 100 Zoom calls you're getting on to make $50,000 per month. That's super unrealistic. Let's say you double your prices and you're charging $1,000 a month. You need 50 clients to get $50,000 per month. Now, this is bad for you because you're not going to be making a lot of money, which means that you're going to what? Have money stress. Also, your clients don't have skin in the game, so they won't be committed, which means they might be a headache to deal with sometimes, and you'll wake up and not want to go to work, right? You ever had that feeling? You wake up in the morning, you're stressed, the last thing you want to do is get to work, and I don't want you to feel that way. So instead, we're going to do something else. But it's not only bad for you, it's also bad for your clients, because if they're not committed, then they don't transform their life. And if they don't transform their life, they waste money. And if they waste money, then they might ask for their money back or blame it on you or give you a bad review. And we don't want that for them either, right? So step 4 of the wrong way is if they actually hire you, then you deliver your services in a completely wrong way. So what do we normally do if someone hires us as a coach? we meet them on Zoom every week and we help them one-on-one. We say, hey, how's it going? Here's the stuff, blah, blah, blah. At the end, you say, here's your homework, go ahead and do it and holler at me next week and let me know how it goes, right? So let me share why this is a bad idea and why it hurts your clients. Here we go. Let's say you get 10 clients and your calendar is completely filled up. And then all of a sudden, maybe you get on a podcast or something and 10 more people are interested in working with you, but you have to turn them away like you're some sort of restaurant that only has 50 seats, right? That's not how things should work. Let me give you a real life example. So I just had a new baby girl and I was just so excited. And I said, you know what? I need to hire a therapist because I want to be really present for my daughter. And so I found the best therapist I could possibly find. And he said, hey, I'd love to work with you, but I have like a 90-day or to 120-day wait list because I'm booked up. I was like, I'm trying to give you lots of money and you're telling me no. There's something wrong there, right? So I don't want that to happen for you, okay? All right, so delivering your services in this old model, it's bad for you. Why? Because the more clients you have, the less time you'll have to live your life. Secondly, it's bad for your clients because you're coaching them by telling them what to do, but you're not actually helping them do it, right? You're saying, here's what I think you should do. Now go do it. And next week, tell me how it went. Here's your homework. And that's honestly not enough anymore, okay? So let's recap the common wrong way. Step one is you spend 90% of your life looking for clients and you neglect your existing clients. Step two, you invite them to a sales call disguised as a free coaching call and try to get them to hire you. Step three, your client maybe actually hires you and you charge them based on how long it takes for you to help them. And if it takes you longer, then they pay more money. And if they hire you, you deliver your services and only tell them what to do, but never actually do the work with them, okay? So there's a better way. Well, now we've talked about the wrong way. So let's talk about the exciting part, which is the right way, the one method. So instead of looking for clients, what we're gonna do is, drum roll please, never look for clients. Now I'm being a little facetious here, but step one really is never look for clients. Okay. The reason that you're overworked and not making money is because you don't have an automated client generating system. When you build one, you'll never have to spend another minute looking for clients. They'll just come to you. So remember, the wrong way was 80 to 90% of your life on marketing and prospecting. We're going to remove all of the prospecting, all the marketing, all the social media stuff. You can do it if you want to for fun, but not necessary for your business. And instead, what we're going to do is we're going to plug you in with an automated lead generating software. Okay, it's a software that'll automate your marketing and your outreach. You'll have a team build it out for you. You'll turn it on and your clients will just come in, and that'll remove all of your prospecting and looking for clients and free up all your time to focus on serving your clients, okay? So remember how most people's calendar looks like without the first step, just the first step of the one method is this, and pay close attention here. So this is how your calendar will look with the one method. Boom, okay? We're gonna remove everything out of your calendar except for talking to people who want to hire you and talking to people who already hired you. Okay, so nothing else, no social media, no all that crazy stuff, just people who want to hire you and people who have already hired you. And this is just step one. This isn't even the other three steps. We're just getting started, baby. Let's go. Okay. Honestly, I've never liked how marketing gurus always say, post 1,000 times a day on social media, do this and do that. It's like the way that we were taught to get customers is flawed, right? The epiphany I want you to have is less is more. Who here thinks that removing 90% of your weekly busy work would help you? Nod your head yes if you feel that way, okay? That's why you need a mentor to remove 90% of your busy work so you can focus on getting your client the result. Right here you see a guy walking into a hole because I want to remove your blind spots as your mentor and show you that you don't need to do this busy work. Then we'll give you a custom roadmap for your unique situation because you're a unique person with a unique set of circumstances. You can't just get a cookie cutter online course. You have to work with someone who's already done what you want to achieve, and they need to help you until you make 50 grand a month, which is achieving your result, your financial result. So that was step one, never look for clients. Step two of the right way is we want to auto filter your leads, okay? So the right way, after this section, at least one person per day who you've never heard of will contact you saying, can I hire you? So the wrong way is you reach out to them, you ask them to get on a call, and then you try to convince them to hire you, right? But the right way is they reach out to you, they try to convince you to work with them. All right, that's a good way to do things. All right, so now you've got this automated lead generating software. Okay, someone just shows up at your website. You didn't have to market to them or prospect to them or reach out to them or anything like that. They just show up from the automation. And instead of trying to get them to fill out a form to book a sales call, what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna add in a step. And remember, the reason we're not doing a sales call is because most people don't buy. You're trying to convince them to hire you. They're saying, why should I hire you? You're repeating yourself over and over again. And so we're going to remove those questions by adding this step. Watch carefully. Okay, we're going to add a step right in between there. Boom. Okay, so you have the automation. Someone comes to your website and they watch a 30-minute pre-sales video. This is a video sharing exactly how you can help them. Okay, you're going to carefully sculpt the perfect presentation about what you offer. Nobody's going to be able to talk to you until they've already watched the video. So you don't have to waste an hour on the phone trying to explain what you do. And so you don't have to try to convince them to hire you, right? Instead, you're going to automate your entire sales pitch, right? So then what's going to happen? They have to watch it before you even talk to them. So they've already decided if they want to hire you or not before the call, right? You guys see how valuable that is? You have someone show up at your website that you did no work for because it's all automated. Then they have to watch this 30-minute video if they want to book a call with you. And only after they watch this amazing video, stay till the end and decide to book a call with you, knowing in the application how much you charge, then you only talk to those people on a call who are really excited and ready to work with you, okay? So you turn on the software, then you forget about it. You stop repeating yourself by automating your sales pitch and get them excited before the call. And then on the call, there's no high pressure sales. They just say, sign me up, let's do this, okay? So that's step 1, 2, and 3. And there's a fourth little piece here in this process that we'll share in a second. I'm so excited. I hope you guys see how valuable this is, okay? So who here thinks that automating your entire sales pitch would help you? That's why you need a mentor to remove your blind spots so that you don't have to say the same things over and over again. You just take their credit card when you jump on the call. We'll give you the custom roadmap for your unique situation and then achieving your result of hitting that $50,000 per month goal. But there is a problem, and the problem is that sales calls and webinars, they're a complete science. They take years to master. There's very specific things that you have to say in a very specific order and what length you have them in, when to make the offer, etc. And that's what we've done. We've been running webinars for 12 years. So why don't you just take the hassle off of your shoulders and we can do it together. So step 3. Charge premium pricing. This is the right way to do things. After this section, what's going to happen? You'll be able to jump on a 45-minute phone call and make $5,000. You will not become wealthy and you will not work with your dream clients until you charge higher prices. The wrong way is to make $50,000 per month, you have to have 50 clients. And the right way is to make $50,000 per month. You just need 10 clients, right? So my question to you is this: would you like to charge $5,000 per client? If the answer is yes, awesome. I'll talk to you in a second. But for those of you who are saying no, well then let's really dig down and ask, why would you not want to? Well, probably because you might say, I don't think what I do is worth $5,000, Nathan. Or you might say, I don't think anyone would pay me that much. And those are two really good questions. All right, so ready for this breakthrough? This completely blew my mind, and I think it's gonna be a big game changer for you. So please focus in on this part. This is really important. Okay, so if we work together, if you use the one method, here's what your calendar is gonna look like as far as qualifying calls are concerned. We recommend that you do 10 calls per week. So if you want to do 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can do that. Or you can do 5 on Monday, 5 on Friday. So you have the middle of your week all free, but you basically want to do 10 calls per week. If you charge $5,000, you're like, okay, cool, we're launching. And then you have 2 calls on Monday and both people say no. And then 2 calls on Tuesday and both of those people say no. They watched your video, but they still said no. 2 people on Wednesday, they both said no. 2 people on Thursday, one of them finally says yes. You talk to 7 people and the 8th person finally says yes. And then on Friday, one person says no and the other person says yes. So out of 10 people that you talked to, only 2 people said yes. You still made $40,000 per month, right? You made $10,000 in that first week, even though only 2 people out of 10 said yes. But what if you do even worse? What if you don't get 20%? Let's say that you charge $5,000 and 2 people on Monday say no, on Tuesday they say no, on Wednesday both people say no, on Thursday both people say no, on Friday both people say no. You're like, Nathan, this isn't working. I just talked to 10 people and everyone said no. And then you go into week 2 and 2 more people say no, and 2 more people say no, and 2 more people say no, and 2 more people say no. And now you're like, Nathan, what's going on? I just talked to 10 people last week and 8 people this week, and I still haven't made a single sale. I'm not feeling great about this. And then the next day, someone finally says yes. So after 2 weeks, 1 out of 20 people say yes. And then the next 2 weeks, the same thing happens. 40 people you talk to, and only 2 said yes. That's 5%, which is a horrible conversion rate for this kind of business. You still make $10,000 per month. But what if we cut your price in half, right? Let's say that you charge $2,500. 2 people say no, 2 people say no, 2 people say no, 1 person says yes, 1 person says yes. You get 20%, only 2 people. You still make $20,000 per month, right? Because that's $5,000 per week. 5, 10, 15, 20, you make $20,000 per month. If you only got 1 person per week, that'd be $10,000 per month. You see how you can't lose, right? Even if you cut your prices in half and your sales numbers are horrible, you still get to that point. But let's just look at it real quick. Those are if you did horrible numbers, but what if you have a great month? So let's say that you charge $5,000 and you get 3 people out of 10, 3 people a week to say yes. You make $60,000 per month, or $15,000 per week. And what if you did 3 sales calls a day instead of 2, right? Then let's say you got 30%, you would be making $100,000 per month or $25,000 per week. So you can see how this model works so well. So would you like to charge $5,000 per client? Yes, I hope the answer is yes. Now that we agreed that you would like to charge high prices, I have to show you why anyone would pay you $5,000 and where you will find these people. Okay, that's important. The framework for charging premium prices is this. 1, actually change their life. For example, if you can help save someone's marriage, is that worth $5,000? Right? If you can save someone's health, is that worth $5,000? If you can help someone get their dream job, right? They're going to make more than $5,000 in the first month. Okay. If you can help someone get the love of their life, are they going to remember that $5,000? They're going to remember the love of their life every single day, waking up next to that person. If you can help someone start their business, is that worth $5,000? Okay. I hope now it's starting to see how paying $5,000 is not a big deal for your clients. So the second part of the framework is charging high prices makes them commit. Quite simply, if they invest a lot of money, they're more motivated to put in the effort. For example, when people pay low prices, here's what happens. They don't invest a lot of money, so they don't invest a lot of time, so they don't get the result. But when people pay high prices, what happens? They do invest a lot of money, they have skin in the game, so they do invest a lot of time, so they do get the result. So if you pay $5,000 for something, it gives you incentive to follow through. So when your clients pay $5,000, they will follow your process like a religion. Truthfully, they really will. So the third part of the framework is spend more time helping them. So if you make a lot of money on each client, you'll be able to spend more time with each client, right? So I have a question. What is the likelihood of you taking an online course and it actually changing your life? Okay, maybe if you really focus in, you stay really diligent and accountable, maybe. But what's the likelihood of changing your life from working directly with a millionaire for a year? We must increase the value of what you offer by working with people directly. So the wrong way was spending tons and tons of time on marketing and a little bit of time helping your clients. And the right way is to spend a little bit of time setting up your marketing, automating it, forgetting about it, and then spending time helping your clients. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Coaching, not doing all this other marketing stuff, right? Okay, so who here thinks that raising your prices would help you? Raise your hand, give me a nod if you really think that this could help you, okay? I hope that you're seeing the value in this. And that's why you need a mentor to help remove your blind spots, to raise your prices, raise the value. We'll figure out exactly what it is that you can do to make it so irresistible that it's worth 10, 20, 30 grand. We'll get a custom roadmap for you, and then we'll achieve the result of you hitting that $50,000 per month. And I'll work with you until you get there. But there is a problem. And the problem is it's hard to charge premium prices if you're just another health coach or business coach or spiritual coach. There are so many little distinctions from how to present your offer to your sub niche to positioning yourself so that you're the only person in your demographic, in your niche, in your field, from the messaging to the automation to the follow-up, all these different things. So you need someone to help you with that. Now we're on to step 4. Step 4 is scalable services. And if you've been in this for a long time, trust me, this changed the game for my business, and I really hope it does for you too. If you're new, trust me, you're doing the right thing. You're going to miss out on a lot of headaches by doing this, okay? So after this section, you'll be able to work the same weekly hours whether you have one client or 30 clients. So the wrong way is, say you have 30 clients and you spend 90 minutes on a Zoom with each one of them. Then that's 45 hours per week. But the right way, you have 30 clients and then you spend only 4 hours working with all of your clients. You're thinking, wait, Nathan, what? How is this possible? I thought you said this is going to be incredibly valuable. We just removed 40 hours of work from your week. Okay, so let's discuss the new way and how to deliver your services. Now, remember when you had no room for clients, for new clients? They came up, they said, hey, I want to work with you. You said, sorry, you had to tell them to go away like you were some sort of restaurant with only 10 seats. Well, now what we're going to do is let's reorganize your schedule. Pay attention, focus on this part, look at the screen. Watch this. We're going to reorganize your schedule. See these people? These 10 people are people who already paid you and are your clients. All right. So 10 clients used to be 2 calls per day. Watch this. Boom. Groups. 10 clients used to take 2 calls per day. Now it only takes 4 hours per week. Just think about this. You just reduced your weekly work from 20 hours down to 4. Now, when you get new clients, you can say, come on in, and you just add them to the groups. So no matter how many clients you have, you'll have 2 calls per week, 4 hours total. You get to connect with them more often, and there are some other huge benefits. But imagine what this could do for your business, for your time, and for your life, all right? Now, let's just address the elephant in the room here. You might be like, Nathan, I was totally on board with you with the $5,000 thing, but now you're telling me that they're going to hire me and pay me $5 grand to join a group coaching session? That doesn't feel right. Like, won't that lower the value that the client gets? But the truth is, the opposite will happen. It actually raises the value drastically, and I'm going to show you how. The old way is that when a client hires you as their coach, they get this. They get 1 call a week, they get no community, and they do the work on their own. You give them homework, right? You're like, hey, thanks for the coaching session. Do this before next week, and we'll check in and see how it went, right? But the new way is they get 1 to 2 calls a week that are much longer. You introduce them to friends with the same goals. What we're going to do is you're going to get on with your clients. You're going to talk to them, you're going to coach them, and then when you're done, you're going to turn off your camera on Zoom. You're going to turn off your microphone on Zoom. They're going to turn off their camera and microphone on Zoom, and you're going to do the work together. You're going to be a part of a work session, okay? They're going to do the work, and then if they have challenges or issues, or if they get stuck, if there's a roadblock, then they're going to unmute themselves, ask for your help, share the screen, and then you're going to help walk them through the process. You see how this is so different than an online course or a 12-week program with 100 people in the room. You're working with people, you're helping them, you're holding their hand through the process as they get it done. You cannot procrastinate doing this method. You cannot give up because you have people who are there saying, hey, where were you last week? This is the way to achieve the result. It's so powerful. So you're meeting with others that are doing the same thing as you. They have skin in the game. They're really serious about the transformation. Everyone holds each other accountable. There's an app to track your coaching journey and ongoing support that you can give to your clients. We have one-on-one Q&A with teaching and learning and establishing your weekly goal. There's a group work session, and you do the work together on the call so you can't procrastinate. Each client gets a one-on-one Q&A, weekly actions meeting, and ongoing support. So you get to connect with your clients more often, right? You see the value in that? Okay, this is the right way. This is good for you because you spend 4 hours per week helping your clients, regardless of whether you have 1 client or 30 clients. So your time's freed up. And it's good for your clients because you can work twice as long with them each week. You get to introduce them to other people who can help them. And the huge breakthrough is you can sit there and work with them as they do the work so they can't procrastinate. Now, the amount of money that you make has nothing to do with the amount of time you spend in your business. Now, once you do this, congratulations, we've effectively streamlined your client delivery services, okay? It's brilliant. It really does change the game. Now you never have to book sales calls. You just show up, and on every call you get on, people are excited and exuberant and ready to sign up and work with you. On every call, you have a chance to make $5,000, and when you get a bunch of clients, it doesn't change how much you have to work. There's no stress. You wake up in the morning and you know how many calls you have to get on. You know exactly what you have to do, and that really helps with your mental well-being. It reduces your cortisol and it allows you to feel really in control of your life, right? Because you're making good money, you have a reliable schedule, and you're just showing up and doing the work. It's a real great balance between being an entrepreneur and kind of feeling like you have a really well-paying job that you love. So who here would like to only work 4 hours per week with all of your clients combined? So that's why you need a mentor to help you remove your blind spots, removing 90% of the time it takes to work with the people who hire you. Then you get a custom roadmap for your unique situation, and then achieving your result of that $50,000 per month. But there is a problem. Look, you can do it on your own and just kind of offer Zoom calls like every other coach does, or we can hand you a custom iPhone and Android app with your own branding on it so you can give your clients a dedicated coaching portal. And also we're going to set up your system and your infrastructure for you so you can take on as many clients as you want and offer them a white glove premium service. Now, here is a spreadsheet, and on the left is the work that you'll have to do to make your business work if you did this by yourself. And then on the right side is the cost of all the different softwares that you'll have to pay for per month, okay? So on the left, we have the work. We have building your sales funnel, approximately 120 hours. You can use ClickFunnels, Kajabi. The cost of that is around $97 a month. Then you have to build out your email marketing sequences, about 40 hours. With ActiveCampaign, that's about $75 a month. You can build out your SMS sequences, it's about 30 hours. With Superphone, that's $200 a month. You have Calendly, you have a CRM. We used to use Close.com, that's $100 a month, and then pay to connect all the softwares together. That's $50 to $200 a month with Zapier. Or we can do this. My team can build all this stuff out for you. So watch this. All that work, all those hours, let's just take that off your plate so that you can focus on your business. We'll set it all up for you. And Here's what else we do. What if we could remove the money side of it too? We're working with one software, so you don't have to pay for any of these software tools. And instead, you're only having to use one software instead of 5, 6, 7, 8 softwares, and pay one fee that saves you over $600 per month. So not only do you not have to do the work, but you also don't have to pay for any of those softwares. So think about that. We'll build out the whole thing for you and we'll hand it to you done. And then all you're going to have to do is change out the photos on the page and the wording and the color to go with your brand's voice. And we'll even do those parts, the parts that you have to do on your own, with you on the Zoom call. All right, so let's recap the right way. The right way has 4 steps. First, you're not going to spend another minute looking for clients, right? That's all automated. Then step 2, you auto filter leads by making them watch a 30-minute video that is perfectly crafted so that nobody talks to you unless they're already ready to pay you $5,000. Step 3 is the qualifying call, where you don't sell anything. You just answer their questions and take their credit card. And then step 4 is the scalable services, where you only work with clients for approximately 4 hours per week, no matter how many clients you have. So we'll set up the tech for you so you don't have to do it. We'll build out the ads for you and we'll automate the clients for you, right? And the result is you making $50,000 per month while changing people's lives and doing what you absolutely love. Whew. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope that you thought that was valuable. And ultimately, I don't want you feeling like this poor kid right here who didn't know the direction that the hose was pointing in before hitting the button. But I don't want you to leave here and feeling overwhelmed or trying to figure it out by yourself. So you have a few different choices. Choice number 1 is you can do nothing. And if you do nothing, then like we said in the beginning, 5 years from now, nothing will change. You'll have the same goals. That won't feel good. Option number 2 is you can do it yourself. And if so, I completely implore you to do that. So your third option is to get someone to help you. And if you would like, I would be honored to be that person. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to give you an opportunity to work with me. There should be a button on this page that you can click on, or maybe a calendar will pop up. And if you don't see anything, you can go into your browser and enter www.nathan.tv/VIP. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna bring you to a web page, and you're going to be able to start filling out an application. Okay, the application looks like this. You're gonna click the link on the page. It's going to bring you over to the application, and you're just going to start filling out the application, right? Answer all the questions. And once you're done answering all the questions, then you're going to hit submit, and then you're going to have an opportunity to book a call. Okay, you're going to book a call like this, and make sure that you don't just fill out the application and hit submit, because then we're not going to talk. You have to fill out the application, then you have to choose the time on my calendar, and then you have to hit submit. Okay, then you're going to get emails, reminders, and text messages reminders leading up to the call. Okay, so take a moment. I'm going to give you some time to go do it. So click on the button now if you haven't already, and we're going to play a little bit of music, and we're going to give you a few minutes for you to be able to fill out the application. Now, after you fill out the application, you're going to come back, and I'm going to give you some downloads to some really powerful stuff that I think can really help your business. So go ahead and click on that link. If you need a little bit more time and I start talking again, feel free to pause it or mute me. Ultimately, the main thing that you have to do right now is just click on that button. It'll take you to that page. You're going to fill out the application, submit the application, and then see the calendar. Pick a time on the calendar, submit, and then we will be talking. I'm really excited to connect with you. Go ahead and do that now, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, so as you're filling out your applications, I'm going to show you a few people who I've helped, a few of my clients, so that you can have a little bit of confidence in knowing that you're working with someone who's really been doing this full time and helping people change their lives. So this is Sarah. She's at much more than 10K a month now, but here is a video from back when she recorded this testimonial.
He helped Elsa get $10,000 a month It's a process. It works. There's multiple different ways in which you can do it to work some part-time and to have this. So it's all sorts of ranges, and that is what he's talking about.
This is Chad. He got to $1.4 million in about 3 months, which is a lot. Krishanda is at $14,000 per month in her first 40 days. This is Shani. She's at $10,000 in 2 months.
I pretty much didn't have anything, and I actually had no hope. But Nathan helped me gather my strength together and stay organized. And now it's only been like maybe 2 months, and I've already secured an investor to open up a new facility. And it's about a 6-figure investment to open up a facility for women. And I have Nathan to thank for that because he's helped me so much.
Arsenio got to $80,000 in 2 months and more. So go ahead, continue filling out the application, and I'll be back in a moment to give you your free gifts.
All there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
All right, now our software knows who stayed to the end of the event, so we'll be sending you who have stayed 2 things. The first thing we're gonna send you is the end of life meditation. This is a tool that you can have in your tool belt for whenever you're gonna make a decision that might kind of pull you out of your comfort zone and make you a little bit uncomfortable, and it's a really, really powerful tool. The second thing we're going to give you is my Dream Business Day Planner. So we're going to send you those here in a moment. I'm really grateful for you, and I just want you to know how incredibly valuable and powerful this, process is. And so take the opportunity and really, go for it and just give it a shot, because I know that if you have it in you at the end of your life, when you look back on your life, you're going to want to be proud of yourself. You're going to want to say, I changed people's lives. I went for it. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I took that leap. I might have felt uncertain, or I might have felt a little bit, kind of like I was standing on the edge of a cliff getting ready to jump into the ocean. But as we all know, when we jump off that cliff into the ocean, it's always worth it, and we want to do it again. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on our one-on-one call. Chat soon.